Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play... Why did I want to say Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? That's extremely weird. That was like 4 years ago. Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadville. Last time I was just about to leave after allying with both of the factions, but then Rufus from St. Michael's came up and was like, so, one of our kids screwed up, and now there's like a million bajillion zombies in the school. Maybe you could help a brother out? So I'm going to do that, because I'm an enterprising gentleman. I wonder what happens if you say no. That would be bad. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to send soldiers to clear out the thing. Last episode also, I thought about completely re-recording everything because of this, but, I didn't record in HD, and most of, my computer's just not capable of recording a lot of games in HD, unfortunately. But this is not one of them. And it is quite hard to read the text if it's not in HD, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna do this real fast. Waboop. And there we have it. We headed to St. Michael's to kick those damn Zed out of the school like an old school pitchfork and torch mob. I didn't expect our guys to take it so literally. Turns out spearing a zombie on a pitchfork and setting it on fire with a torch is quite effective. Despite the scorch marks, Rufus and the kids were so happy to have their school back that they declared us forever friends on the spot, and showered us with gifts. Rufus presented me with his favorite switchblade, a gift from his dad. Ah, shucks. So, if you do this, you get a lot of equipment, and you also get... Kids should go to school. I don't actually know what that means, kids goof off less. Not really. Oh, probably. It's temporary. Kill everyone. Basically, you just get a whole bunch of random equipment, and including an extremely amazing item that I would be taking, except that I already have a better item that I'm taking, which is kind of insane, but, let's go to equipment. I'm just serious. It's not like it's been ages. I think they gave me, this boomerang and the baseball bat and other weapons that aren't that great, but they gave me a multi-tool. The multi-tool gives you +1 to everything, which is amazing, except that this cat is even more amazing because it gives you +1 to everything, and it's a pet, meaning you get happiness bonuses from it. But that's amazing equipment for the main character, or at least I don't know. The fact that I got the cat's kind of a crazy coincidence. So I don't even know I'm fighting here because I can leave. There's no reason to stay. I already... Oh my god, look, there... Alright. Guys, good luck. I've done all I can, but for the love of God, let's just get out of here. Who am I missing? Though, on second thought, it might be nice to level up the man a little bit. I'm not sure in what. Leadership, I am sure in what. Yeah. I'm gonna try to level him up a little bit. Now, I know if I've sent my characters to a school before to try to defend against things, and it generally doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. You go to the next town and you've lost all those skills, but I think if you learn them naturally, you keep them. At least I hope, because otherwise I'm not sure how to increase things. But actually, let's have you bartend. We'll philosophize and see if that increases his leadership rating. And maybe I'll, clear out the rest of the town a little bit. I mean, I do feel like I'm leaving it in a bit of a sad state right now. Alright, I think I'm good. Now, he has higher stats, not by a lot, but level 7 leaders opens up certain things. I'm going to see if he keeps this. I have my doubts. I'm a really good builder, which is crazy. I guess my building level's actually maxed out at 10, so that's cool. It'll be nice to have an extra builder, namely me. I also found a sledgehammer, and I've given that to Shoeless Ron, because that does in fact count as a tool. So now he has 17 for build, which is insane. So, good. Good on him. You go here, you go here. You're still good, and then we need our warrior, who just... Oh, well, he's fighting currently. Should we... No. You gotta duck out. They're still fine. You guys got this. You guys will be fine. I absolutely know it. I have every faith in you. And let's see if that faith is rewarded. Yep. Not even close, guys. Just regular rations. Stop. Look, you guys have to take care of yourselves now. Once again, I know you can do it. Let's continue to the next town. Leaving Witchbane. Diane, you would have been proud of what we built in Witchbane. It's a real place to settle and call home now. Just not for me. I've got itchy feet again. I heard of a place in Canada, a big lab that was working on a cure for the disease. The town's got a catchy name. Hope. If it's still there, I'd like to find it someday. Alright, so there's this. Again, the score doesn't really matter. Alright, moving on to town number 3. We're heading right into an urban downtown this time. There should be plenty to scavenge here, but we'll have to build our own farms. A couple of gangs are fighting over this territory and making life miserable for the people who don't want to pick sides. Sounds almost as bad as zombies. I hope we can reason with them. And if not, we'll reason with our fists! We're gonna call this one Shady Lake. Just because, I don't know. I think eventually I might switch to challenging difficulty, but not just yet. So, here's the deal with this one. I was actually worried about this stage. There are no farms anywhere. If there's not a lab nearby, and I don't see one currently, I might have major food problems, especially because I'm a politician. And yes, I did leave my hat behind, but I feel like other things are way more important. I did, in fact, keep my skill. It looks like it's just school skill. If you train the man or your main character at a school, it doesn't look like things work. We're gonna put parentheses around this, see if that does something. Yeah, but you can train them in practical skills. So, and there is an achievement for getting a character to have all 10 in a skill. I haven't gotten that one. I'll probably try to do that with the man. So, he is my new character that joined me on the road because I'm so charismatic. Okay. And we're gonna send our normal characters to start kicking ass. Over the time when I was training, he gained the perk Firearms Training, which completely negates this perk. I actually wasted a perk there, but I don't know. Maybe Broski, you know, that's just the way it happens. Sometimes you use a temporary perk. And he has Redecorator, which is another really good thing for builders. If there's a useless building, sometimes a Redecorator will just make it good and make it into a real building. So first things first. We're gonna scout with my improved binoculars. That's mainly what he's gonna do. Are you good? Looks like he's good enough to clear out himself. She actually has a gun or something, I think, so she should be able to clear things. And is there any? There's a church. That'd be good to increase happiness. All right, and you also clear this. Alright, zombie killing initiated. Going to max speed. Oh, and I should make a save, just like I should every time. Yeah, so we're using 2.5 food per day. That's going to be a problem in not that long. She, however, does have the half rations ability. That's why we're not using 3 food per day. And he just scouted a decent swath. Now, I've decided to go for a scientist rather than a scavenger at the beginning. That was the choice I made. I figure you always want a builder, and you always want a soldier. The third slot, negotiable. Leader can actually be pretty helpful. Just to have a really high-level leader, because then if you have a maximum-level leader come with you, you just succeed in all the random events just by having one of them. But I can get the man up to that level, and he'll be the leader for that. And the scavenger's good, because look at this. There's food everywhere. But I need a scavenger to get it. But, you know, I'll just have a regular guy get it. It'll just take a lot longer. You should hold this and build, and well, where's the other place that I cleared? I cleared more places than this, right? Maybe I didn't. Alright, well, if that's the case, then you build. And you kill zombies here. Excellent. Alright, so I've been busy. 2 things, and one of them's terrible, and I don't know how I got this impression, but those binoculars do not let you see farther. And, alright, so I'm either completely delusional, and binoculars never let you see, or there's special binoculars that do let you see farther. I don't know which. I might have just taken the description of the binoculars literally and thought that it did what it said it did. So that's really dumb of me, but what's done is done. I brought binoculars when I could have brought something better. But, whatever, we've reclaimed a decent swath. We have a hospital, which is pretty important. The binoculars are at least letting him scavenge a little bit better than he normally would. And I think I'm at the point where I'm just going to start building a few farms now. Going to reclaim this. Oh, there's a lab right there? Okay, we got to move towards that lab as fast as possible. Because early researching is the best researching. Because then you'll get farther into the tree. And there should be new stuff. Alright, what is this? Help her. She gave me fuel for food, even though I kind of need that food, but whatever. Sometimes you gotta help a fellow human. Alright, and there's a zombie up there. Whatever. You're probably still capable of killing zombies around here? Yeah. And I'm not gonna recruit anyone currently because I need to stabilize the food situation first. You defend there. Good. And there's a lot to scavenge once I am able to get another person to scavenge for me, so that's good. Every day is like survival. Boom, farm. Alright, so now we're down to... Alright, that's great. Now we're only losing half a ration a day. Excellent. If I sent someone to farm, that would be negated, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's go here. This is probably going to be attacked. So she'll help a little bit, I guess. Can you help also? Alright. Let's just hope that the zombie doesn't attack right away. He's done scavenging. Scavenge here also, please. Cool. So we cleared out that one, and now we're going to clear out this one. So we don't need to defend there, and we can... Well, where's the science? Oh, I haven't cleared that yet, so I will, in fact, capture this. And are you good enough to take this out by yourself? Yes. Alright. Supposedly. Clear out the lab that you yourself will be working in. Oh, it's the zombie circus again. Alright, we're gonna do this. Watching us try to save the trainer. Good. This time one of my guys was not wounded. And it looks like I have a leader who is, he's gonna eat some food. But for right now, he's going to farm, which negates his presence. So that's good. This has been done. Looks like we do have enough building materials for... No, we don't. Alright, that is a big place. I guess that makes sense. Let's check out this All-Mart. And there's another faction right here, right next to me. So, that's a thing. Please tell me I have enough for this. Good. Alright, I have enough for the laboratory. That's the important thing. Gonna clear this out, and we're gonna have you kill this zombie. Never mind, that's dangerous. Just defend for now. Gonna wait. Alright, there, I'm getting a yellow thing. That's from these guys. And that is the Riffs. The Riffs are thinking about I haven't even met you guys yet. You're gonna attack me already? God. Rude. Let's demolish this for building materials. You can actually, I don't know if there's woods surrounding this place like the other place. You can chop for woods here and get supplies that way, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. And I really do need another farm, so I'm not going to reclaim anything else. Farm bonus. Oh, thank God. If that was the drought thing, or the thing where you lose stuff from the farm, that'd be extremely bad. So now that you're doing this, you can actually take over the demolishing. I can use my superior fighting ability to team up with Broski, and we can take out this zombie horde before it does that. Well, it did that, but it's not going to get by. Because we killed part of them before they attacked, which is very good. Alright, and I can't... We're out of ammunition, which means that, well, guns no longer do anything. That's okay. We've unlocked new things. We've unlocked disease vectors, anti-zombie armor for better defense, which is really great. Bunker towers, which are increase of watchtowers that I haven't even really... Like, if you build one of them, they increase the innate defense of buildings. So even when you're not there, it'll be easier to defend. Fertilizer, farms are just more effective. Great move. Paramedic training, there's less likely that you'll die. And improved scouting, the thing that I thought I was getting with that thing that I didn't get. Okay. Now, normally I go for construction first and then try to get fertilizer as fast as possible, and sometimes you don't even need to worry about food instantly. We have some building materials from something. It might have been from, let's see, scavenge for supplies. Oh my God! Okay, now this is kind of a conundrum. Because that cat is amazing. And I should be using the cat. Because it's so good. However, for now, at the very least, just for now, I'm using the cowboy hat. I can't believe I found it. Oh my god, that is great. The man has been completed. The man is complete. The man is supposed to have a cowboy hat. I'm the type of person who might very well sandbag his playthrough, getting rid of an item that would help me through the entire game just to have an item that would complete my character. We'll see. I might change my mind, but I'm really glad that I found that. So, I do still like this game, but as far as playing it, and we just got construction, as far as playing it, I do kind of miss like the second one and the other games more because I feel like I got to know the characters that I control a little bit better. So, besides the fact that you keep on starting a new town and you just get rid of all the characters, so it's hard to, like, open the door. Whew. It's hard to, like, feel a lot for them when you know you're just gonna leave them behind. But also, like, when you moved a character in the other game, you clicked on them, it would show their name, and it would show a gigantic portrait of them. In this game, when you click on someone, they're just this little face in a circle. Like, it's hard to remember their names. You don't see their entire thing. You don't see what they're equipped with. You know, it just feels all, like, less personal, this game, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Now, that's very interesting. So, I'm right next to a faction, but since I haven't technically scouted them, and I haven't gotten that message that they exist, even though I claimed something right next to them, they didn't say anything. So, that's a trick you can use, apparently. I'm going to take you off farming to defend, just so I have a chance if he attacks. I think I can do this beforehand, though. Okay, well now they're going to say something. Because the Deadville Riffs have appeared. There used to be a local martial arts school here called the Deadville Riffs. They were known for their strict training regimen and even stricter code of honor. But this wasn't the kind of self-defense class you'd send your 7-year-old to. These guys trained to kill with fists, feet, sticks, and swords. The nice thing about a sword is, it never runs out of bullets. It looks like all that training is paid off, as the Riffs are still alive and kicking. We spotted a group of them set up nearby. Guess we should pay them a visit. So the Riffs, if you're not familiar with 80s movies, there is a movie called The Warriors, and the Riffs are basically the main characters in that movie. They're the main gangs. It's about a whole bunch of gangs. Like there's like 100 different gangs in New York, and this one guy says we should make all the gangs form into one big gang, and then the cops won't be able to stop us. We'll be able to take over the entire city. And everyone's like, awesome! And then someone shoots the guy who's saying that right in the chest. And the Warriors, who are the gangs that you find, or the gang that's like the main characters, are blamed for the shooting even though they didn't do it. So they need to get back to their territory where all the other gangs are fighting them. And the main like head gang, the one that had their leader shot, is the Riffs. They're the most badass gang in the entire movie. So that's the backstory on that. And the Riffs are completely based off of them. Farm. And you defend. And you, leader man, is there a church or a bar that I can put you in? There is a church. There we go. Guard duty. No, preaching duty. See, like this guy, I haven't even looked at him. Lord Parker. Used to be a carnival man, now a preacher. He's the son of a preacher man. And it's a good thing to get another hospital. I'll definitely take that. So good. We're researching. Uh-oh. Okay, tainted liquid. Great. Well, he's been, no, that sucks. He's in the hospital. Fortunately, we do have a hospital, not the one that I'm capturing. There's one over there. Okay, so they want the hospital because it's right next to them. I think I'm going to keep it, though. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to piss them off that much. I didn't think it'd piss them off that much. Oh, God. I don't want the Riffs to hate me. The Riffs are cool. That's probably enough that they're not going to do things, but I don't know. This other faction, though, that's a different story. I don't know about them. No, I guess we're just going to keep on rebuilding and survive. I should claim all of this. This is just not a good thing to have in the middle of the city. It's gotten to the point where my lower level characters can no longer kill zombies, but they can at the beginning, so remember that. And how much do we have here? Minus 1.5 food per day. Well, let's just wait till this farm. Yeah, see, now I'm getting attacked from inside of my base. The Riffs are really thinking about raiding me. Oh well, hopefully they won't. If they do, I will be unhappy. So, sometimes there's an event where a survivor will see someone from their past as a zombie, and you have to do stuff for them. So, if you ask them to do what they want, they will never give you an answer, and then you have to decide for them. Usually just make them kill the person, because if you don't, then I don't think their happiness decreases as much, but they will hate you. And now we have extra food from farms, so now we're getting 2 a day. The Riffs are actually raiding me. And no one was guarding, apparently. Oh well. They stole 2 materials, that's not too bad. I don't want to piss off the Riffs, though. They're a bunch of badass ninja kick-ass men. But our food situation has been stabilized for the time being. That means I can go and look for more people to recruit. We're going to go to Survivor Management. And how about recruit this guy right here? No free housing. Okay, so there's not enough housing. God damn it. Well, banks have amazing defense. That's crazy. But since it's in the middle of the city, that's not going to help me that much. We're going to have you and you attack these zombies. And you are going to turn this into an apartment. And I'm out of building materials. Alright, so that's that. Okay, now we can see that. And I think the Riffs are coming in again to... I really should have given them that hospital, shouldn't I have? That's where I screwed up. I could give them this Allmart after clearing it. Maybe they'll be okay after that. Boop. Alright, so we cleared that out. Let's try to capture this Allmart, and then I'll give it to them, and then maybe they'll like me again. At least enough to stop attacking me, for God's sakes. This is gonna be shady. Ah, we can take it. Oh, crap. Well, Stephanie's been injured. That was only a 10% chance of that happening. So I took a risk and it did not pay off. Madman attacks. Fortunately, I had a hospital. I'm a little bit overwhelmed at the moment. But good, we got that. Now we're gonna... I'm gonna have him... I can't reclaim, we're out of building materials. Alright. Whew, we're definitely getting slammed with a lot of things pretty early here. And those Riffs just screwed me like that, didn't they? I should scout. There's a reason I should scout. Not with my main character, though. I'm sure you can do better things than this. So you scout. I'm going to take a risk and try to kill this guy by myself. Oh, God. They're raiding me again. What dicks. So, amazingly enough, they didn't get through. I believe when I'm undefended, there's only a 10% chance of that happening, and it happens. So there's a lot of weird things going on right now. A lot of improbable things. Now, if you watched Rebuild 2, you'll remember the Last Judgment Gang. I wouldn't have crossed the Last Judgment Gang even back when there were still police to protect us. Now that there isn't much in the way of civilization left, steer clear. They're a gang of bikers who follow the word of God, when it suits them. They're quick with Bible quotes and how wives should submit to their husband. But they ignore the bits about not violently murdering thy neighbor. I'm pretty sure that's in there. These guys worry me about as much as the Zed do. But at least we might be able to cut a deal with the Judgment. I really should have given the Riffs that thing, shouldn't I? That was a bad move on my part. We're going to hire the girls, because I feel like eventually I'll be able to activate some crazy event where that happens 3 times. But I don't know. The man was, in fact, able to take that out by himself, because badass. I'm going to need you to chop... That's fishing? No. I'm going to need you to chop some wood. And hopefully get some building supplies. I mean, did Gastov just disappear? He was here. Damn it. Oh, well. You know what? I can probably scavenge okay, right? Do I have any scavenging skill? I have 1. I could get building supplies that way. Scavenge. Scavenge. Maybe everyone could go on a little scavenger break. Actually, I need you to defend. Because zombies. And these guys are thinking about raiding me again, so that's great. Oh, I just found 1 building supply. Not really enough to do anything. Alright, you're gonna actually have to go here and defend against the Riffs, who have gone completely insane. Now I at least have a chance of defending against the Riffs. Alright, 50% more skill training. Cool. Found materials, good. That's enough to reclaim this, right? No, I need 3. Alright, whatever. We're gonna find them. We're gonna research improved scouting, which will help me scout the crap out of everything. Extra dangers from zombies coming. So there's fog coming around, so it's harder to see zombies. So going outside and killing zombies is way more dangerous. He just moved. Now he's moving back. Ugh, they're just shifting around. Chopping wood. Very nice. Alright, so I got 6 building materials. That's enough to reclaim this. This is all for you guys, so you stop attacking me. I'd really like you guys as allies, instead of enemies. But believe me... Oh, I found the top hat. To make up for the top hat that I had to leave behind. I know who gets this. Here you go, buddy. You look more mayoral already. People will be like, that guy was a mayor. Found some ammunition, which is good. We're actually doing pretty damn well on ammunition right now. And that zombie's looking a little bit rough, but okay, so here's where it's good to be a leader. Last time we visited the Riffs, a man, Jason Grumphrey? He said he was interested in coming to our fort, but Malik forbade him from leaving. Today, he's at the gates, asking to let us in. The Riffs will be pissed. So, if you're a good enough leader, you can talk to the Riffs and smooth it over, and then you get a free person without losing faction relations, which is what happened if you just did it without saying anything. That's good. We need you, man. You don't have any weapons, or what do you have? What is this? Former Riffs. Increased sway with the Riffs. So if I do negotiations, I should bring him, essentially. Oh, dear. Well, the Riffs have a free path to attack me again, it looks like. This is too risky, but I'm going to do it anyway. You got to take risks at this point, I think. Great. The second I leave, that jerk. I don't know how we're defending against them. I'm guessing it's because they're attacking high defense buildings. Because I keep on... we won against them twice, which is crazy, right? I don't know. There, hand over the Allmart. There, are you happy now? You got a stupid Allmart. Jerks. They might stop attacking me now. What dicks. Alright, so improved scouting, that's the thing that I thought binoculars did. Now everyone can do it. Surprise. Nope, alright, this is too dangerous for them. The man, however, is an amazing tactician slash martial artist, and it should be completely fine that he's fighting those zombies by himself. You can stop chopping wood a little bit to... Oh, God. Never mind. They're gonna be pissed off if I do this. You know what? Just reclaim this instead. Then it'll be easier to chop wood up there, I guess. And they've attacked. Whatever. Alright, the man was out on the fort on a mission when a few goons from the Last Judgment showed up. That made him nervous until out of nowhere a bunch of the Riffs started shooting at them. The man dove for cover as the bullets flew from both sides. Throw a brick at the Last Judgment, yell out the Riff's location, stay out of it. The Riffs have been dicks to me, screw it. Alright, the man managed to duck out, was getting way to be hurt. You'd think with so few people left we wouldn't be shooting at each other. That was a chance to, like, kind of pick sides a little bit. But, like, screw it, man. The Riffs have stolen things from me 3 times. Just because I built close to them, I didn't even do anything, man. Anyway, we're a little bit more efficient at killing zombies. Let's do... I'm gonna make a beeline for zombie armor. Alright, so the man is still killing that dangerous spot there. I really would like to clear things out down there. What I need is more people, though, so with all of us, we should be able to clear these zombies out better. And we're getting close to being able to build the government building. Tech sabotaged. We were making good progress researching zombie affordances before some saboteurs got in there and wrecked things. The lab is such a mess now. It'd take forever to reconstruct what we're doing. We might as well start over. How much do you want to bet that was the Riffs also? Whatever. It's not a big deal. That's not a very long research project. So take that, jerks. I might have to enact vengeance. I might just... There's a storyline associated with working with the Riffs. You know, the last Judgment Gang hasn't done anything bad to me. Maybe this playthrough. The Riffs are just jerks and kind of need to be taken out. It's certainly possible. Zombie mob started. That's right there. Hey, it looks like they're going to attack the Allmart before they attack me. That's great. Maybe I'll just not help them. Let's trade with Gastov. Unless I'm trading with the Riffs. I am trading with Gastov, good. I have a high enough leader thing to ask what he needs, and it turns out that he needed building materials. Well, good luck. I'm not giving you those. I'm going to buy this shotgun with a bunch of my food. Fair trade. And now we're going to give the shotgun to Yuski. I mean, you know, broski. Boom! Not bad, not bad. So I have improved scouting. We're going to use you since you're the weakest warrior to scout instead of attack. You actually won't be able to attack by yourself either, will you? Alright, so these guys are just going to stick together and try to clear out these buildings a little bit. And I am going to try to recruit this man. Or woman. Or men and women. It's hard to say, actually. And we're going to plug up the exits. Cool. There's a bunch of zombies under one of our farms, just chilling out and being weird. Alright, so we've scouted this. There's a bunch of materials. And speaking of materials, anyone who's not doing things, besides you, you're not doing things, but you should be doing other things. The Allmart was taken over by zombies. Good job, Riffs. You know, I went through a lot of crap to clear that out for you guys, and you just lost it. So I think the only thing to do is to clear it out again, and then give it back to you again, and then they'll love me even more. Okay, so these guys have a bunch of kids. I'm going to ask to take just the one adult. And it turns out the couple wasn't happy, so he was fine to leave. And after an argument, yeah, he came by himself. You are a builder. I need a builder. You get this chainsaw to help you with building. And that's it. Very nice. If you could chop wood for me, that would be amazing, because we are really low on supplies. And you probably... yeah, you don't have enough for that. This is... is there any useless buildings within my fort? It is sadly not looking like it. Wait, karate? This is useless. Unless it has a high defense or something. No, this is a useless building. We're gonna blow you up. Is there anyone else I can recruit? Doesn't look like it, so for the time being, we're gonna attack you. That's actually pretty dangerous. I have a good chance of him getting injured. But we're taking chances here. And again, it's not that risky, because I have knowledge that the man might be a little bit immortal. Which I don't know if it should be the case. I understand why they kind of had to do it the way they structured the game, but ooh. I can do ridiculous... oh crap, the Last Judgment's raiding me now. They took 10 medicine. That's rough. At least that giant zombie horde seems to be going after them and not me. Though it might change its mind. Improved scouting's amazing, by the way. You look how much I've been able to see that I wouldn't normally be able to see. I'm not seeing, however, which kind of bothers me, a lot of citizens that I can recruit. So that's bothering, I must say. Is this... this is... alright, see, these are the things. These are warehouses. If you get those, they increase the cap on the amount of food that you're allowed to have. And looky here. Again, no free houses. Damn. I'm gonna have to build a apartment. I gotta decide which ones to side with. Alright, what perk am I gonna get? Camper, resourceful, first aid. Camper means that she doesn't take up a slot. So, like a bed slot, because she can just camp without a house. So now I have another house space free, and I can recruit that guy once the man gets out of the hospital. Alright, what are the threats? There's some zombies there. There's an Allmart right there. Huh, that's good. My hospitals are filled with people. The Last Judgment gang just can't get over, just really wants to keep on screwing with me, apparently, and I guess I have to let them for the moment. Ooh, look at that! So Shoeless just redecorated some rubble into a bar, magically, with his magical bar-making powers. So that's good. How about you also chop wood? And... oh, that's great. That's great. Now I don't have a giant rubble pile. And happiness will increase because there's a bar. So I can send him to set up at the bar and start bartending to help with happiness even more. Anti-zombie armor, zombie trap, signpost. We need signposts. That'll randomly we'll get new survivors, maybe. And I guess we have enough building material to actually start reclaiming some things. So I'm going to take a risk with clearing things out temporarily. Uh-oh. Alright. I just needed another second to move him over. Unfortunately, it wasn't time enough. We're going to distract you with some food because... Oh, crap. Horrible luck is happening right now. There is only a 5% chance that he would get injured. Oh, well. Whatever. We didn't lose anything. You can go right here and defend. So that won't happen again. But there's now an open slot to be reclaimed. And there will be another one right now. So now you can reclaim the school. We're looking, and we're breaking even on food right now, so it'd be good to have another farm. And we're gonna finance our churches and bars evenly. I need to stabilize the town a little bit. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so things are still pretty rough. I've had to resort to sending most of my survivors that weren't doing anything to farm, because we're almost out of food. It's pretty bad. I got 2 new survivors. Where did he go? There's him. He came with a child. It's Dimitri Higgins, who might be related to Kenny Higgins. I don't know. And he was a scout, and he also came with... I don't know if they're married. Let me see here. Well, no, they don't have the same last name. Yeah, they're just friends. Came with her, and she was a leader, but I didn't need another leader. So I trained her at the school as a scavenger, and now I have 2 scavengers. So hopefully that will help me get building materials. And also... Ah, there's someone defending this time. I have a chance. We're going to use extra ammo. Excellent. Now we're out of ammunition, so my guns are useless, but whatever. I stopped them from stealing from me again, and that's all I care about. I recaptured the Allmart and gave it back to the Riffs again, because they're apparently incapable of doing it themselves, the losers. And I have over 50% respect. It kind of sucks that they keep on attacking me like that. But I'm running out of time. I feel like the... Oh, God. Let's reallocate a few people here. You can actually just move next door and scavenge at the hospital. You don't have to deal with this crazy zombie horde that's coming. And what am I getting? Oh, there's people down there. Oh, and of course they attacked first. Damn it. Horrible luck. Light up the fuel! So for 5 fuel, I increased the chance that we would succeed by 10%. Alright, we got you, who just came with us. So she's clearly religious, but as she's a scavenger, I'm going to give her hoarder, so that she might give me more things while scavengering. The other thing would have just helped with her happiness, and she's relatively happy, so... Boom. Okay, so we're taking care of that, and then we can move our soldiers to whatever that other threat is. It's probably one of the factions again. Yeah, it's just someone trying to raid us. We're gonna set up you to defend, and also you. So now they have a chance of defending against them. Not a great chance, to be honest, but a chance nonetheless. We're going to capture this, and then I'm probably going to blow it up for materials. And I can't really recruit anyone else right now. I just don't have enough food. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. The town has been basically established. I feel like that might just be how it is. There's going to be an episode of me establishing a town, essentially. And then, like, the real storyline stuff will happen once I have my government and everything. And eventually, I might end up skipping most of the beginning stuff, but it's hard to do that because sometimes storyline events happen in the beginning. But I'll figure it out, and I'm CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.